Hi everyone, how are you guys all doing? Hope everyone is good tonight. Let me bring up um, Annie onto the. I didn't mean to get that. Well, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's do it this way. Hello, Annie. Welcome in.
Heidi ho. Hi, Liz.
Yes, and hello, Liz, and hello everyone else. I'm going to be moving across the room back and forth, so I'm going to try and not make you. I will let you know when I'm getting ready to move my camera because I will have to move it at least one time. Hello, Sarah Mahoney. Welcome in.
Connie, stay
So
out of my
I'm gonna
head.
what?
We did that exactly at the same time.
Oh, okay. So I am going to move over to the other side of the room. I'm not moving my camera yet. I will let you know. So I'm going to be making the bowl cozies, and I'm going to simplify it a lot more than what I have seen online. There's been times online that it's so confusing how they're explaining to do this, do this. Hi, Mary, and do this, do this. I'm like, I found a lady, and I watched her. I watch her all the time, and I was watching. I'm like, well, that's easy. Let's just do it that way. So I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna go like this, go like this, go like this. There we go. Now you guys can see my messy other half of the room. But let me go over there. Um, I'm gonna work here. That's over here. The other table over there is my scrapbook.
Okay,
So,
your voice is very echoey from over there.
yeah, there's not a lot I can do. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll try and. But let me explain this. I got these templates off of Amazon, and if anybody wants one, I can leave the link. They come in. Okay, so this was taped for this one. So this is two sizes, and I'm making the small cozy, and this is the large, and this is for like a bowl, like a cereal bowl. Then there is this one that has two sizes, and it's for a large bowl. Okay, and then I have this one, and there's two sizes here, and this is for a 20
Like serving bowl.
it's a serving bowl. It's a big serving bowl. Now, let's show you this here. Let me get up close to this so you guys can see it. It says folded edge and folded edge. Well, how am I going to do that? How am I going to get two folded edges like that? I'm going to explain it to you. But first, I want to tell you to make a bowl cozy, you have to have 100% cotton. No polyester, no nothing else. You have to have cotton because cotton won't burn in your microwave. So, perfect fabric for that is the fat quarters from the Dollar Tree. You can get them other places too, but I got these from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to show you how I cut these out. And then my batting is 100% cotton, and my thread is 100% cotton. You never want to put anything else in your microwave because you put your bowl in there in the microwave and heat it up. So you're not having to pick up the hot bowl at all. So this is a fat quarter. They're the fabric that you get at the Dollar Tree that's wound up in a little tiny bundle. And most usually there's other ones too. You'll have to check and you have to make sure the 100% cotton. So you turn your fabric with your good side down, and you fold. You check your see how much you're going to need. If I am a conservative of my fabric, so I'm putting. So this will fit on here, right? Well, so what I do is I fold it once and then I fold it again. Well, what ends up happening is I have folder here and a fold here. So when I put this here, I got two fold sides. So that's how you would cut this out, and you cut around all the sides except for your folded side. So I'm going to use my handy dandy cutter.
Rotary cutter.
Now let me grab my scissors because I never cut straight through all the time. Because it's 4 layers. So I'm just going to cut around this. Now, I'll show you once I get this. Okay, so you end up with, oh, and another thing you want to always do is iron. Ironing is your friend. Okay, so this is not exactly the same, right? I have these cut off. So I need to go ahead and cut this edge off. Okay, so when I take that off, this is what I'm going to end up with. That is our bowl cozy. Now, you need 2 fabric and 2 batting. I already cut the batting, so it's thin batting, and you need 2 of them. And then I'm going to put black and white check or buffalo check on the bottom of this. So what you do is you put your pieces and you put them, oh, I forgot to cut something on this. Hold on. I forgot to cut my others. Yeah, my other darts. Let me cut that. To make sure this is sitting perfect. The reason why I picked the black and white is because I had to order cotton thread because nobody carries it around here. And the white I ordered this white and black, and they sent me white polyester and what white the black was the cotton. Okay, so you're gonna put your piece on your batting. You're gonna line it up on the batting, and it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I mean, perfectly fitted. This has to be close. And then you're going to do that on the next one. So what you're doing is you're going to be sandwiching these together. Now, I have to sew these from here to here, just one strip seam. So I'm going to mark it. Where's my? I'm going to use my boning from my scrapbooking. I just need to show it where I just need a divot so I can sew along it. I'm going to, and it doesn't have to be perfect. All this seam is doing is keeping your batting connected to your fabric. That didn't work very well. So I'm going to go ahead and put a needle at the top and then at the bottom. You can barely see where it did it. Okay, and now I'll do the other one. Like I said, you don't have to have this lined up perfectly because
Larry says not able to listen, but he will leave it running on his phone.
all right, Larry, welcome in, and that is awesome. Okay, so
Thank you, Larry.
so all this is really do is burnishing the fabric. I can see it, but when I move over to the sewing machine, I may not be able to. So I'm just putting a pin at the top, and at the bottom. And it doesn't really have to be perfect. Like I said, it's very forgiving. Okay. Now we're going to move over there, and I am going to move my camera. So I don't want you guys, anyone to get seasick. So if you're going to need to get seasick or whatever, you need to shut your eyes. Okay. Now, let's make sure that, oh yeah, you guys can see what I'm doing. Cool. Okay. One thing you want to do is make sure that you never get your cotton and your polyester thread mixed up, because this is the cotton and this is the polyester. So they look the same. So what I did is this still has the wrapper on it. So I can show you. I wrote cotton. Oops. I wrote cotton right there. And then I have a little box for cotton, my cotton bobbins. Only the ones, because I don't want this to get mixed up at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to sew a straight line straight across, and I can see my burnish line really good here. Did I leave my, yep, I did. I left my pins over there. Okay, so I'm going to sew right down this line, just a straight line. And you always start and then you back up. That it locks the stitches.
Daddy already left, honey.
Huh?
Talking to Anthony.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that one's done. And now, and I know it's black on yellow and strawberries, but like I said, my white thread, I reordered the white, and it will be here on this coming week. Now the boo-boo on my finger, I cut my finger yesterday, and so it hurts. Okay, now what you're going to need to do is you've got to close up these darts. So you put the you fold them with the dart with the fabric on the inside, and then you will sew across these, each one of them. And you can trim up. Oops, get off me. Thread trying to attack me. And you can trim up these little ends here because they're not, like I said, they weren't perfect. So you can just trim that up. And you do this for all four of the darts on both pieces. So it's done this way, and then you'll open it up, and now you're going to do it on this side. And you're already starting to see the bowl. So go ahead and you close this up. Now, if you're not an experienced sewer, you would probably want to pin this or
Clamp it.
but I have these, or clip it. I've got these little clips. In fact, I'm going to need them over here. When I start hooking it together. These little clippies. So we'll be using those in a minute. But let me go ahead and finish showing up all these darts. Okay, I just threw that yarn on the floor. It's a red yarn thread, and it keeps getting hooked to my. Oh, I see where it's hooked. Hooked to my needles. Get you off of there. Okay. I hate it when you have stray threads. Okay. So there is the one for the first side of the bowl. The bowl. Okay, the thread's gonna kill me. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing with the next one. So I already went down the center. So now we're just gonna sew these darts together, and you want it good side of the fabric together. Right side. Now, the nice thing about these is they are two-sided. So if you want to switch up what side you want to show when you're eating, that's fine. It's completely fine. You're the person, you have control. So. Now you can just do one piece of the batting. It's totally up to you. So that's those. So now I'm going to open this up and do the other ones. Now I know I like my microwave gets my food really, really hot. So I like to have the two layers. But you don't have to have it. It's up to you. It just makes it nice and thick. Ron burns his hands all the time on hot stuff when he pulls it out of the microwave. So this will work for him for sure.
It's quiet, but we're all paying attention to you.
Okay. Okay. So I got two bowl cozies, right? For some reason, this one looks smaller. Oh, it's because I haven't sewn up this one yet. Duh. Wait, why is
I wondered if he's going to catch that.
Mm-hmm. I did. So this is a smaller bowl than I have some bowls that can fit this one. A little bit bigger size is what I will probably make more of. But I do have some bowls that are smaller. So it's when you buy the templates, you get all 6 sizes. Okay, so here I got my bowls. They look the same. I'm trying to show. Whoa, there you go. Okay, so we need to put one inside of the other one. So we turn one right side out, and you're going to stick it right down inside the other one. Oops, you got to do that for both of them. You want your right sides together. So you're going to want them like this. Right sides together. And you're going to stick them. What am I doing? I had it right the first time.
I was going to say.
Oh my gosh. So you want one right side out and one right side in. And you're going to put these down inside here. And you're going to clip them. I got to trim this one. It's got a lot of batting sitting out. I don't want to catch just the batting. Even though the batting was perfectly shaped to the right shape, it changes. So I'm going to put them together. I'm going to grab a clippy and I'm going to hook it. And there's that red thread again. What the heck? Okay. And then I'm going to clip it at each, the top of each petal and each seam is going to get a clip. So that I make sure that it is the same, it's sewn right. Now, if I go all the way around, it's not going to work right because what's going to happen is if it's not lined up, it's not going to work right. So have to get them all adjusted.
In other words, when you flip it, it looks wonky.
Huh?
In other words, when you flip it, it'll look wonky.
Right. So I'm just getting these all together. Now, you have to make sure that you don't sew all the way around either. Because if you sew all the way around, then you're going to end up with not being able to use it because all the batting will be on the outside. So you have to leave a spot for turning. So let me show you where the best place to turn or to leave open. Okay. Your best place is on the side of the petal, not at the top of the petal, not down inside there, but just this side. That's the easiest place to do it. Now, to do this, I've got to take off this arm of my, so that it will fit inside there. Now I'm going to take a Sharpie, and I'm going to mark where to stop, because I don't want to, I'm going to put just a little mark that tells me to stop there. I'm going to start up here.
You might want to hold it up so they can see it on camera.
Yeah, okay. So I put a mark right there. I'm going to start right here. So I'm going to go all the way around and I'm stopped there. So, and by taking off this arm, I can put this right up into my my sewing machine. Now that's going to be tight getting it out of that little area, but it's a small project. So let me just go around. And I'm coming up to this spot.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah.
Those don't take no time at all.
No, these are so simple. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around and trim anything like that's sticking up like this, because you don't want a bunch of bulk. So you're going to want to trim any extra bulk off. As long as you don't sew over your sewing, your seam, then you're okay. Okay. Now, I'm going to... Okay, so you can see this is where I'm going to open it up. So you're going to pull this through. Now, it is hard to do. A lot of times I'll get
a pokey stick?
a needle. No, well, no, my needle nose pliers.
Oh, we just pull it through.
Mm-hmm. But if you just keep pushing and pulling, it will come through. It's just, this is a small project.
If you don't have your own and you're using your husband's, scrub them first.
Well, my husband doesn't have any.
I have my own.
Pliers.
He has his tools.
He doesn't have any tools, so I have 3 pairs or 4 pairs.
I insisted on having a kitchen toolbox. He thought I was crazy until the first time he was in there and he needed to tighten the handle up on a pot. I was like, this is why you have a kitchen toolbox.
Yeah, I have some tools that stays in the kitchen, and then I have tools that stays in my craft room, and then I have tools that stays out in my woodworking. Okay, there we go. Got it through. I'm just going in and pushing all of these little points out. And I missed a piece of my dart. Oh, I'll have to sew over it. When I sewed it, see there? I missed it. So I'm just going to sew. I'm not going to take it apart. I'm going to sew a little zigzag over it.
Hey, Greg. Welcome in.
Hello, Greg. This is black and it's black, so it doesn't matter. Especially when it's just for me. But that's another thing you want to make sure you tap all your food. Or all your ends when you do your stuff. Oh, come on. There we go. He doesn't want to do it. I'll have to hand do it because it won't go over it. Okay. So now what you do to finish this off is you just go around this edge all the way around, and that secures it. And then when you get to this point, you just fold this in and go around. In fact, I'll start there. And this is really thick. That's part of the reason why some people wouldn't use the two layers of the batting. It's thick. Especially when you come to the seams, it's really thick. And you want to use 14. Handle the thickness. Actually, wished I had made a little bit bigger one, but that's okay. You can get a lot out of fat quarters because they are 20 inches by 18 inches. Which is a pretty good amount. I also bought some fat quarters at almost any place that sells fabric, like Walmart, Amazon, Michaels. They'll have fat quarters. It's nice when you can make probably 4 or more out of each quarter from for $1.20. Oh, my thread broke. Right there. Gotta go back. And that happens. Part of the deal. And it's done. just show. Let me trim all this off, and I'll show you. See? And there you go. It's a little bowl cozy. And if you want it like this, that's fine. And if you want it the other way, you can just flip it. And there you go. Isn't that simple? So if you ever see anybody who, the first time I watched a video that showed how to make a bowl cozy, I'm like, I am never going to make those. Those are way too complicated. I said, somebody has to be able to come up with an easier way of doing it. And yeah, there is. I mean, how, when you get going, well, when I get going doing them, I can, well, what is it? I've been on here for 36 minutes and I made one. So, and once I've got a whole stack of them cut. Let me show you the ones I cut out already. I have more fabric to do. In fact, let me show you the other fabric that which one did I do? That was, okay. I have this fabric right here as well. So I got this from Dollar Tree.
I like that.
Yeah, I got that one from Dollar Tree. And then I got this one from Dollar Tree. And then got this one a couple of years ago, the buffalo check. And then I got the strawberries. And those were all from Dollar Tree. And I bought 3 each of each pattern. And then I can get, let's see, I can get 4 out of each fat quarter. Yeah, I can get 4. And I have a little bit left over, and I don't get rid of my scraps because you never know when you might need them for something. Like, let's say a lot of people on your bowl cozy likes to put a little loop so you can hang it up or just to grab onto. So that's something you can do. Or if you need an accent color, you still get a pretty good piece of the fabric left over, like a good strip, like 4 inches by the whole 18 or 20 inches, depending on how you fold your where you do your folds for your bowl cozy. But yeah, there you go. That is a bowl cozy. Now this little part I missed on here, so now I'm gonna have to hand sew this little spot so that it stays together. I don't want it to come apart. Where's my needle that I want to use? There it is. It's way down deep. Oh my gosh, can I get it out? Let's see. Yep, there, I got it. Oh, that is not a good needle for sewing. There's not a sharp enough, and neither is that one. Okay, I gotta grab my other needles. Oh, here we go. I need a little fine little needle. I have lots of big needles for sewing. And I've got a bunch of little tiny ones, and then I got a bunch of even smaller needles. So I'm going to use the little small one. Yeah, Liz, a lot of people have pin cushions like these. Okay, so this is a tomato, and then there's a little strawberry that usually hangs off of it. Do you know what the strawberry is for and what's inside of it?
Used to be sand, and they stab the needles into it to sharpen the points.
Yes. Now, what do you do if you don't have that and you need to sharpen your needle?
Aluminium foil.
No. Well, no, that's not what I do.
That's what my grandma always did.
You want to know what I do?
Nail
I
file.
go like this. Let's see. No, I go like this. Rub it against your forehead, your head without poking yourself. Your natural oils in your hair sharpen it. A lot of people don't know that. But I was taught by that by my mom, and then I didn't believe her, and she said, "Connie, that's true." And so I asked my home ec teacher, and she goes, "Your mom knows what she's talking about. It's exactly what you do." I never use aluminum foil. I've never used it. I've
Never
always
heard of
used it.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I'm not a seller either.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking for my threader because this needle has a really, really super small eye.
I have to use a threader to thread a sewing machine. I was impressed that you did it without one.
Oh, thank you. No, I've been doing it for a long time. As long as I have my
Oh, no, I have never
cloth.
been able to thread a sewing machine without a thread or a needle for that matter. Now,
I might.
needle, I can thread those without a threader.
Yeah. Not seeing my threader. Okay, let me see if I can do it. You always have to get it wet with your spit. I did it. Got it.
And could go back down in the 30s on Sunday. I'm really hoping we hit the break.
Yeah. This is the hardest part I have was the thread getting the knot on it because of my
Well, I was
dexterity.
sending Mary said she remembers her mother running baby diaper pins through her hair to make it slide through the cloth.
Yeah.
I wish somebody had told me that because I use cloth diapers for both my kids.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
I did.
Yeah, you always run it through your hair, and it helps the needle go through your the fabric. So I'm going to sew this together. I don't think it'll matter much. It's black on black. Just have to remember, you gotta have
Coordinating thread.
you gotta have. Well, no, that doesn't matter. You gotta have cotton thread to do these. You gotta have cotton thread, and this needle doesn't want to go through. What the heck? There we go. Ah, where's my bobbin? I have a bobbin upstairs, and I don't have one downstairs. But, oh well, I'll just use my finger now as a bobbin.
You meant a thimble.
Yeah, thimble. What did I say, bobbin? I meant
Bobbin. I was sitting there going like, what do you need a bobbin for?
No. I have several thimbles, And maybe maybe it's in this.
Now, Bill's mom has one of her. You collect things as you age, but one of her
Mm-hmm.
collections, she has a bobbin. She's got a thimble from all 50 states that friends and family
Oh,
bought for and sent to her.
cool. Yeah, it's not. I don't find one, so I'm just gonna use my thumbnail.
You made me boo boo.
Huh?
You made me boo boo to call it a
Yeah.
bobbin instead of a thimble.
Well, I can't use the kind of thimble that's from the old time because of my nails. But now they have the new bobbins that just goes around like a ring. It's
Thimbles.
thick and it. Did I say bobbin again?
Yes.
Thimble. It just goes around your finger.
Bill made me some really thick leather thimbles that just slide over your finger like the tip of a glove goes
Right.
down to the second knuckle, and the infrequent times that I've sewn, I use that.
Yeah, these are little metal ones, and they're almost like a ring, but they have
This has one of those.
yeah, they're little divots so that can push the needle without it sliding, and they work. I just have them upstairs, and I don't know why I have them upstairs when my sewing room is down here, because I do not use them. They came with a lot of them came with my crocheting kits, my different crocheting things.
Mhm.
I don't use them when I sew with yarn. I've
How would
never
you
had
need
to.
a thimble to sew with yarn?
I don't know, but they always come
Oh,
with them.
unless it's like really like with maybe like really fine fibers when you're doing a
I
seam, like
still,
with a sweater or something, and it said the needle's finer.
yeah, I've never needed to, so.
I have some
But I'll
really
probably
sharp.
keep.
I prefer sharp tapestry needle. Now, sis, she likes the rounded blunt end ones. I don't really care for those.
See, and that's what I like.
I don't
Now,
feel like
this is really
you get into the
cool.
fibers of the yarn when you're making the seam, so that
Mhm.
it doesn't work loose. I
Guess
like to
what
be
you
able to go
cannot,
through the fibers.
guess what you cannot see at all is these stitches because they go right along with the pattern of the fabric. I'll show you as soon as I'm done.
I mean, I have sewn
Look
things
at
together
that.
in different. Yep, well, that's good.
You can't even hardly see it because it goes right along with the lines. So I'm going to go ahead and knot this and then hide the end so you don't see the end.
Have y'all noticed, Mary and Connie, that you can't buy cloth diapers anymore?
That you can't what?
You can't buy cloth diapers. Not the cloth diapers we know as cloth diapers. Now they have like the sponge pad in them, which I never liked. It makes them
Um,
more absorbent, but it also makes them harder to get them really good and clean.
I never noticed because I don't buy that
I mean, when I
cloths
was
anymore.
my boys were first born when they was real little, and it was it was just the cloth diapers had the thick spot in the middle. You fold it over, you put it on the baby. Now that thick spot in the middle is got a sponge pad in the center of it, like
Yeah.
in that
See,
sandwich between the fabrics.
uh-huh. My first cloth diapers I ever bought did not have that center part. It was just a big rectangle and you folded it. You folded one and then you put it in the center and then you folded the other. Then after when I had my second or third child is when my second child is when they started coming with the one with the padding in the center. If I was
Now
going to
it
do,
looks like cheesecloth. If you get just like the square fabric, it looks like
Mhm.
cheesecloth. Ain't no way that's holding anything in.
well, it is if you fold it right,
No,
because I
not
did
as
all
thin
the
as
time.
these are. These are literally as thin as cheesecloth. Now the old
Oh
ones,
yeah,
like
no.
when my oldest nieces were born, those were like
Hmm.
what we were talking about, just like the square fabric that you folded
Right.
one side of that and then folded it down and diapered
Yeah.
them, put pins in it. But
Right.
no, the last when I right before I broke Anthony into underwear, the diapers they were selling, yeah, it just looked like cheesecloth, and I'm like, that's just so stupid. It's pointless.
Right. Okay, so I will put the pattern for these in the description box for the templates. So if you guys wanted to purchase them, they're not that expensive. Let me see if I can pull it up. Okay, where's my mouse? There we go. Because I just bought them on Amazon, and let's see. It was $11.99 for 6 templates
Oh, that's not bad.
of and and they give you some of these clips as well. They give you, I think, 6 clips, but I got a whole bunch of them. I just added those to my thing. But yeah, that's not bad at all. So I will add that link. I liked it. I looked at a lot of the different ones you can get. Now they do have a template that looks like it looked after I unfolded it, but I prefer this. That's too much cutting. Folding it twice and cutting it was a little bit easier. I don't like a lot, as you guys all know, I don't like tedious work. I'm not a tedious work person. And I've done a lot of tedious work, but I don't like it. So, but I will put that in there in the description box. In fact, I can probably just put it in. Let's see. Let me put it in right now. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to look around this Ring camera at my computer.
I thought you said you was trying to look around in your brain for your computer.
No. Okay.
Can you tell I'm tired?
Okay.
Uh, I don't even on my granddaughter. I used washcloth. Her mommy provided me with wet wipes, and I was like, I have washcloths. And she goes, "Oh, but they'll get poop on them." And I said, "That's why we have washing machines."
That's right.
And
Okay.
diapers right now, Mary, is about for like 36 diapers is close to $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cloth diapers are just expensive to buy now because they know it's something you have to have for kids.
Right. Okay.
I mean, if you're
That
handy, you can
pattern,
get diapers.
the pattern is in the description box. Not the pattern. Yeah, the
Really.
template. Let me change that. There. Now it's in there. And okay. Okay. Yep, there it's in there. So, all right. What did she say? Um, oh, okay.
I was just
Let
said you
me
could imagine what it costs to use
leave.
disposable diapers and the wet wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Mary, and it's only been 3 years. Well, it's been 3 years since I elected diapers because that's when Lorelai went to wearing regular, or what? No, she went into pull-ups and then she went into panties. And yeah, we helped the kids. We was just like, you need diapers, you call us, and we will buy the diapers because we knew they couldn't afford it on what they was making.
Right. Yep. So the link is in there. Yeah, I prefer cloth diapers by far. I understand that diapers are expensive nowadays,
Oh man.
and I cannot believe the price on formula.
Oh yeah.
It's it's totally crazy. The little
Everybody
company
was
that used to
yelling
be
at
able to get
Morgan trying to work and breastfeed. And she said, I can't afford formula. I have to breastfeed.
right.
But I mean, it's better for the babies too if you can do it.
Yes. Right. Um, my daughter, neither one of my daughters was able to. Jessica was for a while, and then she only did it for her first child, and then she didn't do it for the other two. And my Ashley, she tried on both babies, and it just didn't work. And Candace tried, and it just didn't on both of them. It didn't work.
Well, Andrew was not, he wouldn't latch because they gave him a bottle before they ever gave him to me. And my midwife
Yeah.
jumped all over him. So they said, no. She said, if they're going to breastfeed, you give him the mommy first. You don't give him a bottle.
Right.
But Anthony only breastfed for 4 months because he got his 4 front teeth at 4 months, top and bottom. And they're like, oh, you can still do it. And I'm like, oh, no, he's got teeth. No, no. I said he can use a sippy cup. So, yeah,
Yeah.
at 4 months old, Anthony was broke to a sippy cup.
I did not breastfeed Jessica. I did not breastfeed Ronnie. I did breastfeed Ashley, and I tried to with Candace, but brand new baby, she latched down on me, and she wasn't getting any milk, and so I had to buy really super hard nipples for her bottle, and I pumped for a long time, so she was still getting it, but not right
Liz
for
says,
me.
great live tonight, Connie. The bulk cozies are beautiful pattern.
Thank you, Liz. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this little project. I'm going to make the other ones I've cut out this size, but I'm going to make some that is the small one of the other size bigger than this, or the one off of this one. I'm not sure. I'll figure it out because I've got some really deep bowls, and then I got these will fit for the shallower ones, but I have some deep bowls, cereal bowls that we use. So, but thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Annie, for being on panel. Okay, Liz, you have a good night.
Good night, Liz.
But yeah, so thank you guys for all coming, and I will hopefully see you on Thursday night with another painting. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night. Thank you, Mary.